Hey, what's going on, guys? Matt with Show and Tell here, and today I'm going to crack a box of The Dark. So we're going to see what we can get. First and foremost, though, my buddy and legendary Magic the Gathering artist Jeff Miracola did a custom oil painting for me, which we turned into playmats, and that's what we're using today. It's it's titled Flight of the Nutcracker. Obviously, a bunch of squirrels riding a dragon. Pretty sweet. If you want one, just contact me either through YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is, and I can get you hooked up. Otherwise, we're going to see with all this old school reserve list hype what we can get out of this box, or just a box of the dark in general. It's got like a tear on it. It's kind of it's a good box, but it's I've seen worse, but it's not in the best of shape. So we're going to crack it open and see what we can get. I think there's what, like 20-ish reserve list cards. I'm going to cheat here, and I don't want to tear the box up any more than I have to. 20-ish reserve list cards from the dark, I think, and crazily enough, everything's just been going up and up and up in prices. I think the dark boxes are what, roughly $2,000, something like that now. I don't expect to get like full value out of the box or anything crazy like that. That's just not going to happen. But if we can find some nice reserve list cards to grade, that'll be okay. Well, that's a good start, right? Black bordered Blood Moon is worth a pretty penny these days. Bograts, Goblin Digging Team, Rock Sled, Holy Light. I think Holy Light is even $2 or $3. It's a few bucks. All right, so I didn't know how the pack order went because it's been forever since I've opened the dark. So obviously, the rare is going to be that first card we see. So, yep. Eater of the Dead. Another good one. Neither one are obviously reserve list. However, they're both worth some money. This is one of my favorite Drew Tucker pieces of artwork. I don't know who owns it. I may never know who owns it, but it's awesome. Goblin Caves, Venom. Man, these cards too. You can just tell the old card stock. I love it. Also, the dark has 60 booster packs. Oh, Banshee. So there's a bunch of these. So we're going to try and knock them out relatively quick. Still no reserve list just yet. Banshee's okay, but I'm not going to take it out. Rune Sword. Leviathan. Alright. Maze of Ith. There we go. You know, maybe I don't... Gosh, Maze of Ith, what was it? Is it not considered a rare? I don't know. We're going to set it out either way. Man, these cards are just awesome. I play old school, so as you know, old school in either the U.S. rules or the European rules, you can play the dark. It's only in the U.S. that you can play Fallen Empires, and that's pretty much the main reason I think Fallen Empires boxes and singles have started to gain traction. You can get boxes for like $200 now. Sisters of Flame, Warbarge. All right. Holy Light. Because I remember back when you could get boxes of Fallen Empires for $50, but Eater of the Dead, another one. The only thing, Dark Heart of the Wood. The only thing I'm noticing on these, if I can not hit the camera there, is the corners, which is pretty typical, I think, of the dark, because the packs tend to shift around a lot. Some of the corners have slight indentions and stuff on them, which is not great coming straight out of the pack. But oh, Preacher. All right, that is I think Near Mint Preachers, the cheapest on like TCG Player today, about $40. So that'll be a good one to grade. Looks like it's in really nice shape. No major flaws. Centering doesn't look half bad. It's not great. Packs want to stick to me. Alright, cool. Spitting Slug. Man, look. Oh, an Inferno. Look at that artwork. That is crazy. Holy Light. Holy Light at the end of every pack almost. That's alright. I'll take it. Cave People. People of the Woods. All the goblins, too. Book of Wrath. Love the card. More Goblins of the Flarg. Inquisition. I don't know. I tell everybody that Magic's a great game. Brilliant design. Obviously very well done. But regardless of how good it is, Mana Clash. That's a cool one. That's also a really cool piece of artwork. Oh. Sorrow's Path. I was always told this is the worst card ever, hands down. Yet it's still worth like $5. Ridiculous. But I don't, oh no, God, Maze of Ith? Another one? Alright. I don't think this game would have survived without this crazy cool art in the 90s. If people don't enjoy looking at it, it doesn't matter how good the game is. If it doesn't look good, they're not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Stone Calendar, another reserve list card. I remember when it got bought out, it skyrocketed to like $40, $50. I think it settled back around 20. Kind of has a little something there on the corner. The centering is way off. But regardless, very nice copy. I'm not reading all the names. I'm just kind of skipping through them because honestly, a lot of the commons are, while I love them and I love the artwork, they're a little boring. Hey, another Sorrow's Path. So I'm not sure if the rares or if it's just U1s in general. Good Lord. Look at all these Maze of Iths. Scarwood Hag. Dark Heart of the Wood. I don't know if it's considered U1s. I don't remember when they stopped doing that and just went straight to rares. Off the top of my head, Whippoorwill. Tormod's Crypt, hey. Not worth a ton, but great card. Because it seems like some of the better cards, or what I consider to be the rare, it's not always at the front, but hey. Fire and Brimstone, Dance of Many. And another Holy Light. Sunken City. So we've hit Blood Moon and Preacher. I think those are the two biggest cards you can get. Hey, Elves of Deep Shadow. Even this is like $4 for like a near mint one. Necropolis. Giant Shark. What is it? Is it NoobCon? Do they give out the Giant Shark? Or they give out the Giant Shark if you win? That's the prize for NoobCon, old school format. Really not counting the packs. I probably should be, because we have a lot to go still. I'm probably taking... Wait. Is that double Ghost Ship? It is. Double Ghost Ship. taking a ton of time looking at all these cards, talking about these cards, which is kind of the point, but Tangle Kelp, Rune Sword, Giant Shark again. Hey, I don't think I've seen any Dust to Dust. If I have, I've just skipped over them, but Ashes to Ashes and Dust to Dust. Two very cool cards. Spitting Slug again, and another Necropolis. We're going to see a lot of duplicates, I'm sure. I mean, 3 Mazevis already. Orc General and a Witch Hunter. Man. Scavenger Folk. That is a creepy, creepy looking woman. I mean, I'm assuming it's a woman. I could be wrong. Whippoorwill, Diabolic Machine. All right. Holy Light. Uncle Istvan, Living Wall. Another Holy Light. Perfect. Sunken City. God, Uncle Istvan. Another very iconic card of the era. Oh, another Stone Calendar. That's a good one. Oh, and a Mana Vortex. All right. 2 reserve list cards. 2 good reserve list cards. I think Stone Calendar's around 20. Mana Vortex, 25, maybe? Cool Mark Pool piece. So yeah, it had to be, what, U1, U2, stuff like that in the dark? I'll look it up after the fact. Probably should have looked it up before, but hey. Hey, Cleansing. Another reserve list card. Which Cleansing is 3 white. All land is destroyed. Now you can pay, each player can pay 1 life to prevent the destruction of 1 land. Martyr's Cry, another reserve list card. All white creatures are removed from the game. Players must draw 1 card for each white creature they control that is lost in this manner. Oh, Fellwar Stone, another good one. Exorcist, all right. Another reserve list card. Just pay a white and a colorless, tap it, destroy a black creature. Pretty good. Scarwood Hag again. Fire and Brimstone. Fountain of Youth. Oh, City of Shadows. There we go. That's another really good one. It's a strong $20 to $30 card probably. I haven't looked this one up in a while, so for all I know, it got bought out recently and it's crazy expensive, but it's probably around 20 to 30. Fire Drake. Wand of Ith. More Goblins of the Flarg and Goblin Kit. There's so many goblins or goblin-inspired cards in this set. Really like to hit a Goblin Wizard. Speaking of, another Tormod's Crypt. Brothers of Fire. Just set any reserve list card or any noteworthy card down. Take a look at the end and see everything we get. Which really, I'm about halfway through the box. God, this guy. Wormwood Treefolk. Not very good, but is a reserve list card, so. Pack's trying to stick to my hand. Whippoorwill and a Tormod's Crypt. When are we going to hit the playset of Mazovitz, I wonder? Because surely. Might as well get one more, right? Mind Bomb. Curse Artifact. Orc General. Man, this set. When I started, it was 1996. I was about 10 years old. And Frankenstein's Monster. That card used to be worth a lot of money back in the day when it was in Type 2 or Standard, whatever you want to call it. But not so much now. But it is reserve list. Started when I was 10. I didn't really play with a lot of the dark necessarily. It was mainly Revised, Ice Age, all that during that time frame. Amnesia, Holy Light, Dark Heart of the Wood. Combo piece with Lich. There you go. Sack a Forest, draw 3 cards. Skull of Orm. Card's good. Let's see. Still haven't hit a Goblin Wizard. There's tons of cards that we still haven't hit. Brawl's Cage. Barls? Barls? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's another reserve list card. Not worth a ton. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Niall? Niall Sylvain? Something like that? Scarwood Hag. Oh, I guess that's a reserve list card, so we'll... Standing Stones. Grave Robbers. That's a reserve list card. Again, not worth a whole lot. Oh, there we go. That's the one I've been wanting to hit. Goblin Wizard. It basically lets you put a goblin into play from your hand by tapping him. Or you can pay a red and give a goblin pro white. Card sees a fair amount of play in Old School and sideboards for goblins and stuff. Fountain of Youth. Dark Sphere. Wand of Ith. Tividar's Crusade. Yeah, that's how you say it. Tividar. Destroys all goblins. It's a sorcery. Not reserve list. I think the card's good. Probably see some play in Old School and sideboards. A lot of Savannah Lions running around. Gotta compete with the goblins, so. Psychic Allergy. That's a decent one. It's a reserve list. You choose a color when it comes into play. It does 1 damage to opponent for each card of that color they control. The only drawback is you have to sacrifice 2 islands during your upkeep, or it's destroyed. But, you know, if they've got, 5 red permanents, you cast that, and they take 5 a turn, that's going to end the game pretty quick. Banshee. Waterworm and more Goblins. Goblins of the Flarg. Brothers of Fire. Oh, I love this artwork. Actually, I just kind of love this card in general. There's some old school Daniel, is it Gellon? Art. Tower of Coriol. Angry Mob. And morale. Another Book of Wrath. Oh, there we go. Ball Lightning. Not a reserve list card, obviously. But black bordered the dark Ball Lightnings are, what, pushing for near mint ones, like at least $30. See a lot of old school play. All right, let's see what we have here. So try to knock these packs out pretty quick because there's obviously so many. So we got 9 packs left. All right. Hidden Path, that's a reserve list card too. All creatures gain Forest Walk for like 1,000,000 mana. No big deal, right? Another The Fallen. Crazy, crazy, creepy artwork. Skull of Worm. So I'll likely grade pretty much anything and everything that is reserve list from this, and probably some of the fringe stuff like the Maze of Iths, Ball Lightning, maybe even the Mana Clashes, who knows. Anytime I open something after I record, I tend to go over everything a little more in detail because there's always cards that are not worth grading that's fresh out of the pack. So I try to determine what's worth it, but for the most part I send just about everything in. Lurker. He's a reserve list. He has Shroud unless he attacks. Or blocks, I think, yeah. Then he can be targeted. 2/3 for 3. Nameless, I think this is reserve list too. Set it up there. I'd have to double check to be sure, but I think it is. It's a star creature that has trample, and I think you pay life when he comes in. Yeah. Knights of Thorn and Blood of the Martyr and a Maze of Ith. All right. So we now have a playset of mazes from this box. Some good old Christopher Rush artwork. Knights of Thorn might be reserve list too. As crazy as that is. Yeah, it is. Three more packs. Rune Sword. See if we can open something sweet in these last couple packs. Only one Blood Moon for this box. Oh, Season of the Witch. Alright, that's sweet. Card's decent. It's a reserve list card. I think it's $10, something like that. And another Maze of Ith. Alright, makes 5. Alright, so that pack was pretty sweet. I'm not sure what the Dark Maze of Iths are right off the top of my head, but I imagine... Oh, let me just hit that real quick. I imagine they're up $15. Safe Haven and Skull of Orm. We had not seen a Safe Haven yet. It's worth a couple bucks from the dark. Not reserve list, but still a cool card. All right. Wow, we hit probably virtually one of every reserve list card almost. Didn't hit Worms of the Earth. And I think Eternal Flame. Worms of the Earth and Eternal Flame, I think, are the only reserve list cards we did not hit from this set. So overall, that's pretty sweet. I will check these out. They look like they're in very good shape, thankfully. And the centering on most of these look pretty decent. Some of them are off. But I'll send a bunch of these in, get them graded, and we'll see how they turn out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.